Well, here I am once again at Lake Maria State Park near Monticello, Minnesota. Lake Maria is becoming my favorite state park. It's only an hour from the Twin Cities, and it has several backpacking sites that make you feel like you're secluded in the middle of the woods, even though there are other campers in the park. And there are several sites that are suitable for hammock camping, which is what I like to do. So today I'm taking a look at Site 5. There's a parking lot that accesses a trailhead where you can get to backpack sites 1 through 6 and also a couple of the camper cabins. You can get to Site 5 by going past the group camping spot. Maybe it's about a mile and a half to get there, and it takes you through the old growth section of the woods at Lake Maria. It's very beautiful. I'd recommend it. I decided to take the shortcut this time. And I just walked back down the service road that I had driven up to get to the parking lot. It isn't far before you get to this little entryway, and there's a couple of parking spots there. And I am assuming that those were for the camper cabin, and I didn't want to park my car there, so I walked from the regular parking lot. Actually, it's a nice walk, even just taking a service road. You pass by this pond, and there were a couple of swans in it. And the fall colors in early October were getting pretty. Once you pass through the entryway, you walk through the woods a little bit, but before you know it, you're at backpack site number 5. 10 to 15 minutes, I'm thinking. And then it's a little more of a walk into the woods to get you off the main trail and help you feel a little more secluded. The campsite is really nice. Take a look at this. It's this nice clearing on top of a little hill overlooking this nice small lake. There are beautiful fall colors. The lake had ducks and a couple of swans and several geese, and so you could hear them honking and chattering away, even at night, which was kind of fun. The usual amenities, there's the picnic table, the food locker box, and the fire ring, and a couple of nice tent pads. Trees for hammock camping were a little bit limited. I mean, there are trees all over the place, but a lot of them are too small. The most suitable ones were this cluster of trees near the picnic table, and I opted to take those. So this arrangement worked out just fine. One note, you're kind of oriented east-west this way, and if it's raining, you might get a little moisture coming in one end as it's blowing west off the lake, and that actually happened to me, and so I had to tighten the tarp down a little bit more. I had camped at another site in Maria where I was able to hang my hammock up so one of the sides of the tarp was facing west where the weather was coming from, and there was a torrential thunderstorm, and I didn't feel a drop. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's a great place to hang your hammock. It worked just fine. As the sky got a little less cloudy at nighttime and I could start seeing some stars and a beautiful, mostly full moon, and it was time for the usual campfire. So that's pretty much what campsite number 5 looks like. It's a great place. I really recommend it. There was a mascot. This toad was in the middle of the campsite, and I kept seeing him throughout the day. And as I was hiking in the big woods, I also ran across a snake. That's the first time I've seen one in Maria, just a little guy. And for those of you that know the Blair Witch Project, while I was walking on the Big Woods Trail, or the Woodland Trail, I happened to notice not too far off the trail was this man-made construction, which someone must have taken a lot of time putting together. It was kind of elaborate, but it was a little creepy too. But anyway, it was fun. The whole weekend there at Lake Maria was a very nice time, and I really enjoyed campsite number 5. So I hope that's helpful to you if you're hoping to get some descriptions of what some of the campsites look like. I've also done videos of campsite 1 and 11 and 4 and 7 and 8. So check those videos out if you're curious about those sites. Again, Maria is becoming one of my favorite state parks. I hope you'll like it too.